morning, it's Saturday and I'm off to Venice, and I need to hurry because my train is very soon. Okay, it's past. Train leaves at 33. We're on platform 8. I think it should be okay.
Der Eurocity-Nachtzug Milano Centrale, Venezia Santa Lucia, Abfahrt 7:33 Uhr, verkehrt auf Gleis 8 etwa.
So this first part is a bit that I'm quite familiar with. So we're going to Adgardal first, and then after that Bellinzona, Lugano, and then Milan. And because there are works in the Gotthard base tunnel, it means we have to go the scenic route. It does take an additional hour, but I've done that route before, and I've done it once because it was just the more convenient option, and then once when there was a separate problem in the tunnel, which doesn't really happen very frequently, but it did that time. And it was so nice that I suggested to my mum that we take this longer route one time when she was staying, and we were going down to Locarno. So it basically goes up into the mountains, like up into the Alps. It's this beautiful scenery which you would travel to see anyway, so honestly I can't wait. And look at that, I get like just after sunrise light over Lake Zurich, so this is perfect. One thing that I realised, by the way, is that this is a unique train journey. This specific train doesn't usually exist because usually it goes through the tunnel, which does make it an hour quicker, but also makes it less pretty. Up to here, actually, it's the same, so you still get some amazing views regardless, but it will be extra nice, and that's not something you usually get. So it's a nice thought. Every time that I think, oh, we're in a tunnel for a bit, I should continue my breakfast, or oh, that was like a really nice view, but now it's kind of the same. Every time I go and do anything, the view just becomes incredible, and I go back to the window. So Not sure I'll get anything done on this train trip. I'm not sure I'll manage to have my breakfast, but I'm having the best time. So just passing through a place called Airolo now. There's the original Gotthard tunnel, which is what we've just come through. Original, I'm not sure it's original, but there's the one that existed before in 2016. It's still up in the mountains, as opposed to like when you go through the Gotthard base tunnel, you're pretty much like at the base of the mountains. We arrive in Venezia in about an hour, which is quite a long time. And I'm now nearly in Milano already. It only takes about 15 minutes between the two stations. And this is quite a long tunnel. It's 15 kilometers. It's the Ceneri, I think it's pronounced, base tunnel. And it's part of this big project to make the Alps easier to get through by train. So it does speed up that route a lot as well. We're gonna have some food while they're on views anyway. Passo. It's the last train station before the border, and then it's Italy after here. It's also almost 11, so it's about half in Switzerland and half in Italy on this journey, in the current version anyway. Usually it would be less time in Switzerland. There's a little dog. I think in theory they could do customs checks. There's definitely a customs exit if you're taking trains to Italy from here, which I've walked past before and it was completely closed. Off into Italy.
In Italia svedevi danno il benvenuto a bordo dell'Eurocity 311 diretto Venezia Santa Lucia. Il treno fermerà alle stazioni di Como San Giovanni, Milano Centrale, Brescia, Peschiera del Garda, Verona Porta Nuova, Vicenza, Padova, Venezia Mestre e arriverà a Venezia Santa Lucia alle ore 14:42. Vi auguriamo un piacevole viaggio.
So as the lady speaking very fast Italian said, the next stop is Como San Giovanni. I've not been to much of Lake Como, but I have been there in the evening one time just to have ice cream and walk around. I'd done a hike in Ticino and then just took the train down. It literally is like 5 minutes, six minutes, and I had such a big ice cream and it was so cheap, so I was really pleased. You can see the lake for like half a second from the train, but I always keep a lookout. Obviously all the train station signage and stuff has switched to the Italian version, which I'm really not that familiar with, so I always need to actually read everything. Arriving in Milan now. It's another 12 minutes, I think, until we actually get there. Yeah, 13 minutes. But it's quite a big city, obviously, so you can kind of tell we're arriving somewhere proper. Oh, it's another Swiss train. Hi, Swiss train. And there's an Italian one. And we're in Milano. I've never taken a train that just goes through Milano actually, so I think we have to go out the other way. So I've been sitting with my back to the direction of travel, and I think now it's going to be the opposite. We'll see. We are indeed leaving the other direction, as in the whole train is going in the opposite direction of what I was doing before. It's 12:10, so I'm thinking lunch. I'm really tired. I don't think I've ever done the rest of this journey before, because I haven't been to Venice since I moved away from Vienna. So I think the only way I ever got to Venice was by direct train from Vienna. So this is new. My mum said to look out the window on the left when arriving, and we're already going past Mestre, so I need to do that. Okay.
Prossima fermata Venezia Santa Lucia, stazione di fine corsa. Vi preghiamo di scendere dal treno. Arrivederci.
This is the incredible view when you get out of the main station in Venice, which is Venezia Santa Lucia. And my parents waited for me at the station, and then we took the Vaporetto, which is the Venice equivalent of a bus. We took it down the Grand Canal until we were a few minutes away from a flat my parents rented for a couple of weeks, and I was really lucky with the weather, so we had some lovely views from the Vaporetto as well. After we dropped our things off at the flat, we went for a walk and went to this beautiful bridge, and it was perfect timing actually because the sun had just gone down, so we got some blue hour light. And after we got some dinner, we went for another short walk in the rain and ended up at Café Florian, which is a very overpriced but very, very pretty cafe in the main square. And then called it a day, had some tea, and that was my day. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.